we'll see Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons taking on Teddy Bridgewater and the Carolina Panthers.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. Again, everyone, Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they interplay. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, they come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Panthers take over.
Out come the New England Patriots, led by their 6'5" veteran quarterback, Cam Newton.
What an audition last year for Teddy Bridgewater in New Orleans. Not one that he expected to have happen with the injury to Drew Brees. But he stepped into the breach, and the Saints went 5-0 in his starts. And he showed the rest of the league he was ready to be a starting quarterback again. Now he gets his opportunity with a brand-new head coach, a brand-new organization in Carolina.
Now a play fake here on first down. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there on the first play of the game. 41 yards. That's some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The last fireworks I saw, July 4th, okay? Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Aldrich Rosas set.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here come the Falcons, and at the helm, their starting quarterback since the day he was drafted back in 2008. Their all-time leading passer, Matt Ryan.
This past offseason was one where the Atlanta organization continued to build around their quarterback, Matt Ryan, because he can still throw the rock. 5th in the NFL in passing yards last year with better than 4,400. He's a guy who knows how to get the ball to his guys on the perimeter and take care of it even when he's under duress in the pocket. Sacked 48 times last year.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll throw right away. And he hits his target. This is Luke Stocker. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 2nd and 4.
6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Ryan. That's caught. It's Jarius Wright. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
First down.
7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. A handoff to Smith. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Complete to Wright. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10.
How about to start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Now Ryan on first down. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
On the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And the Panthers have recovered.
Ryan Bird.
What part they went empty set there? No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No
him.
one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's got room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing, Bridgewater. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 30. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Dave Fowler.
Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Got his target, Samuel. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you had periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a give to Smith. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Smith, the ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Ryan to the right side and complete to Hurst. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Smith. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Falcons, nothing.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. He's got Smith here. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
A gain of 3, second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver, but he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front, so if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him, picks up 3 on that carry.
7 yards there and a first down.
The 26-yard line.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On first down, Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
I know I'm one of those that overuses certain terms, and this one, explosive, is what we use for a lot of receivers, but that's Calvin Ridley. Nice catch there, and not only is he explosive, he's been very productive. Since being drafted in 2018, one of the top touchdown rates in the league.
And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley. Second touchdown on the season, and the Falcons draw a bit closer. Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7.
His kick is good.
So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it's Calvin Ridley who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Austin on the return. The Panthers take over first and 10.
Curtis Samuel and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. Well, September sure treated him kindly. Now we flip over to October. Any reason to think that those numbers drop, or can he keep the pace up?
Well, he can keep the pace up, but it's going to get a lot more difficult now. To me, it's a lot like baseball, all right? When guys, when they first hit the league, whether it's a pitcher or a hitter, and they go through the league the first time and they're hot, they're going, wow, what a phenom. Then they get tape on them, they get scouting reports, they start to do different things. Let's see if he's going to adapt and expand his game in order to keep up that type of production.
That's a good call because he's a known entity. See how they defend him going forward. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Open man is Anderson. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Carolina.
Bridgewater's pass.
Robbie Anderson. His second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ito Smith heading back out with the rest of his offensive crew. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff?
Yeah.
Serve as your running play that way. as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space? Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And the offense does cover this one, but back inside their own 5-yard line. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered, because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense.
Oh, had to get it out quickly, but it's blocked. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety.
The tackle by Jeremy Chin.
And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about. Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. Roberts got it. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Complete to Seth Roberts.
When you see his own defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater, he'll air it out, and this is caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Ian Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Rosas to add the extra point.
As more and more up-tempo football creeps into the NFL game, some coaches don't think time of possession matters anymore. I believe we found one of them.
Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
Matt Ryan and the Falcons getting ready to go again here on offense. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's a gain of 7.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. A give to Smith out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
4 yards.
From the shotgun, Ryan firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
4-yard line.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it in.
Incomplete. Jeremy Chin on the coverage.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. To throw again is Ryan. Wright's got it. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Hayden Hurst, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons cut into that lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 34. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
2nd and 9.
Now it's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 21. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. First down, Bridgewater. Open man is Samuel, complete. Not much there, only a yard.
Complete to Curtis Samuel. He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Second and 9. Now Bridgewater. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, they just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Throwing again on second down. Ryan, a very quick pass to Ridley. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And this one complete to Smith. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. That's complete to Smith. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line. Adam Bennett.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday.
Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter.
Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
24-yard
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. The 30, the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 76 yards. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Dan Quinn's told his offense, let's try and get 2 more. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Taken in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Panthers take over first and 10. at their own 31.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Now a play fake here on first down. He gets it to Thomas. And he's taken down inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Down to the 25. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete.
Bridgewater's pass intended for Robbie Anderson. Incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Rosa's kick is good.
His kick is,
and that will push this lead up to 20 now.
Panthers 40.
So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
This taken in about 4 yards deep.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
Now we'll again see Calvin Ridley in the Falcon offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. Complete to Wright. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard.
So with the yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now, throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the quarterback.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Nigel Bradham flying in and laying the lumber defensively. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the gun, it's Ryan. Throw left side complete. That's right. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 30.
That's
Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
1st and 10 at the 30.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
7 yards there and a 1st down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the 5-yard.
From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. Throwing again, Ryan. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Again, Ryan. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Dante Jackson picks it. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too. Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. From the gun, Ryan. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Two things to watch. First, his strength in being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. This is Smith. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Came up about a yard short, but I can't help it, Brandon. I love it when the big guy gets the football and he tries to battle his way forward. There's something about those guys carrying the ball and watching people trying to stop them. That's just great theater.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. So certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete.
Bridgewater's pass intended for Seth Roberts.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. On 1st down, Ryan. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
A gain of 9.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by Tramon Williams. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
At their own 30.
That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Floating one, incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. Open man is Anderson. And they're able to to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Panthers.
He's not going to get me. Wide, get wide.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Down at the 18.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Dances by him. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, he can't hold him.
Flush to his right. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Safety's creeping. Watch twist. Hey, alert 3.
To throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
45. Mike, 45. Know your job.
3rd and goal for Bridgewater. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Falcons ready to take over. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll throw right away. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
That's a gain of
The Falcons on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. So he's hit pay dirt twice, but still they're facing that deficit here in the second half.
So they're going to see if they can continue to find ways to get him the football, because obviously something is working for him to find the end zone twice. In any event, however this turns out, he's going to be hard to deal with in the film room, isn't he? He's going to want to know why he's not getting more passes thrown to him.
Those big tight ends are getting greedy. And there's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. And really a lot of guys you could highlight on this offense with how well they've played, but he's one of them. He's been spectacular so far.
I'd say he'd be the number one, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Because it's not just the numbers. It's, as you said, I think you said focal point. Well, that's what he's been, and that means he's created other opportunities because they've had to bring the defense to him. He's run it really well. He's caught it out of the backfield. They're trying to stop him. That means there are chances for the rest of the guys to do damage themselves.
Bridgewater here to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going. To his progressions, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Come up the ball. You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards, a 1st down. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of...
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL. All these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Throwing here, Bridgewater. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
54.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Panthers, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week